Hi, my name is Joseph Lumpkin. I'm with Fifth Estate Publishing. Before I began my publishing career some 20 some odd years ago, I was an analyst for the Department of Defense. I was contracted through Colso Corporation and working for the Hypersonic Missile Technology Project. So that project that Biden said we did not have, I worked on. But that's a digression. I'm here to talk about the religion of science. Now that seems like an oxymoron. It seems just counterintuitive and contradictory. But I ran into this while I was working with a gentleman by the name of Dr. John Medeiros. Dr. Medeiros is a distinguished professor and has several degrees. And he's done research into, atomic, let me just read it to you. Dr. John Medeiros is a senior scientist at Colso Corporation in Huntsville, Alabama. He has a doctorate in atomic physics at the University of Massachusetts and has conducted research in the mechanism of laser damage in the retina at the University of Western Ontario. He's been assistant professor in physics at Pennsylvania State, chief optics engineer at Pacific Sierra Research, and has conducted research in atomic physics, optical physics, biophysics, and computational science. Now, at the time I was working there, we had the 15th fastest computer on the planet. If you type in Mach 5, M-A-C-H 5, comma, Colsa, C-O-L-S-A, you'll see the beginning of the project in the early 2000s. And at that particular time, that computer was very, very fast. Dr. Medeiros had produced a book, and this is the book. This is the book right here. It is a book on the mechanism of how humans see color. And his research is absolutely flawless. And it boils down to just a couple of things. That the cones act as a waveguide to the photons coming into the eyes. And because the cones are facing outward like this, then the light as it comes in has the wider or broader wavelength trapped up top, and then it sifts it to the smaller wavelength down on bottom. So there's a nerve that comes off of the side that sees red, and then the bottom one, of course, sees blue, and there are three there. And these represent kind of like our three main colors that the cones, that the color cones represent. He did not get a lot of feedback on it. It was kind of ignored. Why? Well, the science is absolutely perfect on it. The math is absolutely flawless. The presentation is extremely well done, and that's why we published it in our publishing company. But what I realized is science is a religion. We have a group of scientists that have put in lots and lots of hours on a particular project, touting a particular way of viewing things. And when someone comes along and wants to present something else, it threatens the years of work that these scientists have done and how their life is set up. And of course, you go where the money is, right? So if your research is on system A and someone says, look, system B fits better, you tend to cling to system A because that's where your research is, that's where your roots are, and that's where your money's coming from. And so science has become a religion. It is just horrible. And this is why we can't change things. You have people like Niels Tyson saying things that are just absolutely ridiculous, like, no, I don't want to entertain anything unless it's a consensus view. Well, that's not the way science works. Science works by rebels testing other views. Science works by research that brings in new ideas. So, Cone Shape and Color Vision by Dr. John Medeiros. Take a look at it. You'll see counterintuitive to, well, maybe not counterintuitive, you'll see counter views on other science in this work. Thank you, John Medeiros.